This week, we are going to go through some validation methods, and then we'll also take a look at some math methods. So these are all part of the C# language. And so the reading assignment involves going through Chapter 7. This video covers everything in the chapter and all of the coding examples. And then once you finish that, you are going to do the understanding check, and then you'll work on the lab assignment. And the lab assignment has 3 exercises, and they all involve using either validation methods or math methods. And you can kind of tell by the name of the exercises. The first and third one are more about validation, and the middle one is about the math methods. For each of these exercises, there is a video that shows you exactly what you need to do. And I highly recommend watching the video because it will save you time if you are not sure of how to proceed forward. So I've got the written directions and I have the video. For exercise 2, this is where you're going to be using math methods. Exercise 1 was more about input validation. And I'm actually giving you kind of a starter program, but there really isn't any validation in that program, and you're going to be adding some. So this program is about using the different math methods. And I do have a link to an example, but the example is a little bit more complicated than what you need to do. So I've got some sample output for you to look at. So you can see this is actually pretty basic. You're having them enter 2 numbers, and then you are running those numbers through the various math methods. Exercise 3 is probably the most complicated because this is going to be a password validation program, and these are the rules. So after they enter a password, you have to validate the password using these rules. And so I walk you through how to do that. But the most useful thing is going to be the algorithm or the pseudocode here, because this actually tells you what you need to do in your program. Okay, and the video walks you through that and shows you how to use that pseudocode to create your program. Okay, so please watch the video if you're unsure of what to do. So that is the assignment. And once you complete that, oh, and one other thing I'm going to show you is, I think a lot of you will be interested in this, how to change the colors. So you can change the color of your text, which you do like this. It's the foreground color, or you can actually change the background, the color that is behind the text. And so I do have a little link to more information on that. But if you're in Visual Studio, once you start typing this in and you get to console color dot, it's actually going to have a drop down that shows you the different colors you have to choose from. Okay, so you'll have the choice of colors that are in your drop down. And you don't have to add colors, but it does make things more interesting, especially if you have errors. Once you're done with the assignment, then you're going to do the discussion. And the discussion meets one of our learning outcomes. Students will select professional development resources that support their learning styles. That is a learning outcome that we have in this class that is on our syllabus. And so to address that, I want you to research a C# command or concept that you want to know more about. And, if you're curious about that adding color to the console, by all means, that can be what you research about. It could really be about anything. And basically, you just need to summarize what you learned, post a link to the resource that you used, and it can be an article, it can be a tutorial, it can be a video, whatever you want, and then read your classmates' posts and reply to two of them. Okay, so that is the discussion. Okay, and that is pretty much all you need to do this week. You will notice that under resources, I do have link outs to data validation and math methods and math functions. So if you want more information on any of these, follow the links and you should find out more about each of those topics. And there's also a video link here, how to get user input and validate it. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions or run into problems, and have an awesome week.